The dig ends by referencing World War II and the uncertain fates of the main characters. Here's what the Netflix film digs into thematically. Warning: spoilers for The Dig. The dig ends by referencing World War II and the uncertain fates of the main characters. The Netflix film tells the real-life story of the Sutton Hoo burial site that was excavated in Sussex, England, which is detailed in John Preston's eponymous 2007 novel. While The Dig is indeed based on real events, the characters are fictionalized for the sake of accessible storytelling and to thematically underline the concepts of perseverance and legacy. Set in 1939, The Dig's storyline precedes England's entrance into World War II. The narrative begins with Edith Pretty, Carey Mulligan, a widow, hiring an amateur excavator, Basil Brown, Ralph Fiennes, to research what may lie beneath her property. When a 6th-century Saxon ship is discovered, professional archaeologists are enlisted for the historic project. As the focal dig reveals even more surprises, such as a burial site full of treasure, the Netflix movie incorporates various subplots to explore the perspectives of each main character, and what the future may hold for them as World War II intensifies. Continue scrolling to keep reading. Click the button below to start this article in quick view. The Dig's final act takes a spiritual turn, as Edith worries about her health and the fate of her young son, Robert Archie Barnes. She forms a strong friendship with the humble Basil, and together they have deep philosophical conversations about the meaning of life, and what they leave behind after death. With that narrative foundation steadily reinforced via character dialogue, The Dig explores the concept of fate, most notably through a blossoming romance between Edith's cousin, Rory Lomax, Johnny Flynn, and a married excavator named Peggy Piggott, Lily James. By the end, Edith's team discovers a treasure that is donated to the British Museum, Rory suddenly leaves to serve his country in World War, and Peggy splits from her husband Stuart, Ben Chaplin. The Dig concludes with all the main characters carrying on with their lives, while the epilogue text acknowledges Edith's death, along with how Basil's archaeological work was eventually recognized over time. Here's a full breakdown of The Dig's ending, and what screenwriter Moira Buffini and director Simon Stone attempt to convey. The tragedy of Peggy and Rory's romance. Even though Peggy and Rory's romance is entirely fictional, the tragic subtext will certainly resonate with audiences. The characters share common interests, but they are destined to be apart for two obvious reasons: marriage and war. In terms of storytelling, The Dig makes Peggy a sympathetic figure because her husband is so painfully unloving and distant. In fact, it's heavily implied Stuart may not even be physically attracted to his wife.